Hold on to your seats, crypto enthusiasts. Bitcoin is making headlines again with a bold prediction. CEO of 10T Holdings, Dan Tapiro, foresees a staggering ascent to $900,000. Tapiro places his bet on the stock-to-flow model, historically known for its precision. Buckle up for a potential crypto journey as the Bitcoin aims to perform a new heights. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's start. And we're starting off with $254 million Bitcoin a day. Total Bitcoin 769,000, increase since launch 150,510, trading sessions 37, daily purchases 4,068, 2024 buy trend 660,000 Bitcoins, and 24 trend target $161,347,000. Next up we go for I'm training to hit 100 push-ups in a single set on the day. Bitcoin hits 100k, but Bitcoin's price is outrunning me. This is a set from last week where I hit 42 in one set. Who else thinks they can conquer this challenge? Drop your push-up footage in the comments if you are ready for this challenge. Everyone, and I mean everyone, who says that Bitcoin is too volatile to be useful as a currency is missing one obvious thing. Well, maybe it's not so obvious until you hear it. Every one of the 5 currencies on Earth today are the unit of account in their nations. When the medium of exchange is a unit of account, it doesn't fluctuate. It cannot be volatile because everything is priced in it. Goods and services can only fluctuate against it. This gives people the illusion that the inflation problem is greedy, corporations increasing prices, and not the money itself losing value. And the idea of the medium of exchange, which is not also the unit of account, is ludicrous. When you stop and think about it, it can't work. It wouldn't be stable enough for anyone to use as currency. And in terms of Bitcoin, it won't be until everything is priced in sats or beats that Bitcoin will feel natural to use as medium of exchange. Prices will still fluctuate against it, but we can expect a gradual decrease in prices each year, equivalent to our net productivity gains, quite the opposite of volatile. This is what stability based on mass and truth looks like. I would always thought of progression as store value, then medium of exchange, and finally unit of account. But as Safe Dean said recently, Bitcoin is like gunpowder. Adopting gunpowder wasn't optional for nation states, and if they failed to, they were overtaken by nations who did. Like gunpowder, Bitcoin is not optional. I suspect that after the world crowds into Bitcoin as a store value, and it will become the medium of exchange and the unit of account all at once, everywhere, it only makes sense. There's a word for this hyper-Bitcoinization, and it'll come sooner than we expect. And let's go for more information, as Michael Saylor speaking at the Bitcoin Atlantis. In November of 2034, 99% of all the Bitcoins will have been mined, and the stock-to-flow ratio of Bitcoin is infinity in 2034. Next up, I would be extremely bearish about the future if Bitcoin did not exist. Bitcoin is a black hole, absorbing all assets that represents weaker forms of money. Bitcoin is the first asset where you can own both the network and the companies built on top of it. This unique feature is still poorly understood in every sphere of the economics and finance. Bitcoin is the gold of assets, that's all. It's the future, you just have to be patient. Breaking news, Morgan Stanley files to buy Bitcoin ETFs with 12 funds according to SEC filings. And if you don't understand how big this is, I can help you. Study Bitcoin. Everyone is surprised about the WEF video circulating describing the positive impact that Bitcoin can have on the environment. Just remember, their change in tone didn't happen by accident. CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, is on the WEF board of trustees. BlackRock is the largest spot Bitcoin ETF provider in the world, and they are adding billions of dollars in Bitcoin every week to their fund. Make no mistake, the narrative is changing. So, $1.3 trillion in asset manager Morgan Stanley files to buy Bitcoin ETFs with 12 funds according to SEC filings. This is ultra bullish. It has become popular for people to say, explain it to me like I'm 5 when inquiring about a complex idea like Bitcoin. Well, a 5-year-old probably understands what it means to get a gold star or something like that in school for being helpful to others. Instead of gold stars, adults award one another money when they are helpful. Central banks are bullies that print gold stars for themselves without doing anything helpful, and beat up the other kids if they try to print gold stars too, which undermines the entire gold star scoring system. Bitcoin is a gold star scoring system system that cannot be corrupted by central bank bullies in this way. Fun fact, spot Bitcoin ETFs traded $22 billion this past week alone. The big Bitcoin crash is just getting started, and probably we're going to see deepen and deepen after that, so I don't know, but if you look at the chart, it might not be the actual crash, and it actually is looking sideways. I mean, it's going downwards, but look at the price right there. We are going down to $84,000. So this is the chart that you are looking for. This wallet has purchased an average of 100 Bitcoin per day since November 2022. It now holds 51,164 Bitcoins worth $3.1 billion. Predicting a surge, Bitcoin could skyrocket to 900,000, says expert. So Bitcoin potential ascent to a staggering 900,000 has become a focal point of interest within the cryptocurrency community. This bold prediction, proclaimed by Dan Tapiro, the CEO of 10T Holdings, shines a spotlight on the stock-to-flow S2F model. This model, which has historically showcased remarkable precision, is what the Tapiro cites for his forecast. He confidently suggests that there are no significant barriers preventing Bitcoin from reaching such a valuation. Understanding the predictive power of S2F, the S2F model is designed to forecast Bitcoin's value trajectory by analyzing its supply-demand dynamics. Factoring in events like the halving of mining rewards, the accuracy of this model in the past is noteworthy, with Tapiro emphasizing its success in predicting substantial price surges in Bitcoin's history during the years 2013, 2016, and 2020. So the market dynamics in the spotlight. Plan B, the analyst behind S2F model, has recently reaffirmed that Bitcoin's current market price aligns with the model's projections. However, he has also cautioned that the market could still experience significant drops of around 30%, as such warnings are critical for investors to consider in the market known for its volatility, and as the cryptocurrency market enters what many believe to be a bull phase. Investor optimism is growing despite the excitement. Plan B's cautionary notes highlight the importance of market vigilance. Tapiro himself does not own the 900,000 prediction, but acknowledges the S2F model's data-driven analysis as the compelling rationale for such a forecast. An ever-changing cryptocurrency landscape necessitates prudent and strategic actions from investors, especially to navigate through the hype and potential fears of missing out. As the current prices peg Bitcoin at 61,470, serving as a reminder of the market's rapid movements and the need for a reasoned approach to investment decisions. Also, sad news, as the United Kingdom can now confiscate your Bitcoin. UK authorities have recently approved secondary legislation aimed to enhancing their ability to confiscate cryptocurrency assets, including Bitcoin, involved in criminal activities legally. This development stems from the passage of the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Bill last year, which empowered authorities to freeze and seize crypto assets suspected of facilitating crimes like money laundering and drug trafficking. UK government can legally confiscate Bitcoin, so effectively April 26, a new law will grant UK law enforcement the authority to freeze digital assets for up to 90 days without requiring a court order, even if there is suspicion of criminal involvement. This measure aims to disrupt illicit financing, preventing the movement of concealment of assets. And indeed, the forthcoming rule builds upon the foundation of the Economic Crime and Corporate Transparency Act of 2023, and it amplifies law enforcement's capabilities to confiscate and immobilize specific crypto assets associated with criminal offenses. These include money laundering, drug trafficking, and terrorism. Although UK authorities have previously seized crypto assets occasionally, as the new legislation is poised to expedite these procedures, recently the UK Metropolitan Police confiscated over £1.4 billion worth of Bitcoin following an investment scam in China. That's all the information we got on today's video, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.